the next day at her place so we could go over the text. She gave me her address and hung up before I could ask her why she had called so late. She lived in a tiny apartment on the shitty side of town in a decrepit building with dimly lit stairways and leaking pipes. I arrived at her door and she opened on the second knock and greeted me with an unusual amount of hospitality. It wasn't long before we sat down and decoded the text. She looked at it for a few minutes and asked me where I had gotten it. I couldn't think of any good response other than it's complicated. Turns out those pages were filled with names of Russian military bases, ones that don't show up on the internet or in libraries for some reason. I wasn't able to attach any significance to it at the time. As I was preparing to leave, she asked me if I wanted to smoke a bowl with her. Since I didn't have anything else going on, I stuck around. The sense of euphoria took a little longer than usual to come over me, but it was well worth the wait. A few dry eyes and meandering thoughts somehow led to the point where we were both on her couch in primal positions in the throes of ecstasy. With each thrust, a plume of dust erupted from the musty couch that slowly floated up into the ceiling, where it eventually diffused into nothing. It was enough to make me forget all about the strange Russian dialect and the mysterious book which held it, but it was a fleeting moment. Not within 5 minutes of the act being done did she get up, dress herself, and pointedly tell me to leave. As I was driving home, I realized I had never even asked her her name.
What are you guys playing?
Some soccer game.
Nice. Who's gonna win?
USA for sure. I don't know why he wants to be
Saudi Arabia has a good soccer program.
Their program's a joke.
Alright, this should be interesting.
Team that. How do I,
You gotta turn on your controller. I think you got it connected.
Just take it from your...
What the
It's 1-0. Pass it back to the goalie.
Trying. Oh my god.
You're only up 1. Do you know that?
Oh!
What the hell was that?
Ah, you were offside.
Look at that goalie go!
Dude, he's gonna score. Oh no! God! It's such bull.
You're only up 1, dude. There's no need to be doing that stuff. Now it's his turn.
How is this?
That's like the slowest keeper I've ever seen.
Good God, how is this happening?
Alright, so this was really fucking weird. I was trying to wash my hands earlier. This sink. And then weird shit started coming out of the faucet. So let's see if it happens again. See? What the hell is that? How does that even fit? Like, coming out of that faucet? I don't understand, but whatever, it's probably nothing. Alright. I heard that banging again. I'm going to investigate a little bit. Where's the light on this camera? Okay. It was coming from this hallway. Never thought I'd be grateful for this camera. Shit. The hell is that? Fuck. The fuck is that? God damn it. I need to wake up the guys. Shit. Shit.
It happened again last night. I was diving into the confines of the Strax record once again, occasionally blacking out. I felt numb and lightheaded, like I wasn't really there, like I was a puppet, but someone else was pulling my strings, and I couldn't do anything about it. I looked up at the clock and realized that I hadn't eaten anything in about 10 hours. Not that I had any food. There hadn't been anything in my fridge for a week. Food just doesn't seem as important to me now as it once did. In any case, every time I try to leave the house, I find I can't breathe. My hands feel numb, my vision gets blurry, and an intense anxiety sets in. As fucked up as it sounds, the only time I feel at peace is when I'm holed up in my room with nothing but the Strax record to keep me company. Probably because I'm still holding to the hope that somewhere in all of those lines of incoherent text, there lies an answer to all of this, although I don't think that will change anything. Anyways, back to what happened. I had been taking any and all pills at my disposal, anything to try and curb what I was feeling. Through my drug-induced haze, I heard a thump coming from the closet. It felt so loud that every single bone in my body resonated with its sound. It felt like the floor beneath was starting to crumble away. I flipped the pages of the Strax record shut and stumbled to the closet. I placed my hand on the doorknob as terror welled up in my stomach. There was an eerie stillness in the air. The sound of the doorknob shaking under my trembling hand cut through the silence. The air felt dense. The blood pumping through my veins felt viscous. My heart was beating so fast, my system was filled with so much adrenaline, that things should have been moving at the speed of light. But it felt like I stood at that door for an eternity. The sun cooled, expanded, and swallowed the earth, leaving no remains. Galaxies drifted and evaporated until the universe was a cold, dark place full of dead stars. With shaking hands, I somehow managed to open the door to the closet. An abyss of deep darkness greeted me. I could feel it breathing on the back of my neck, and every muscle screamed for help. But despite everything my body was telling me, I took a step inside to brave the impenetrable darkness that awaited. A serpent of darkness coiled itself around me until I couldn't breathe. I collapsed to the floor, my lungs ready to explode as my vision blurred, and I heard faint whispers calling my name. I woke up with a bloody nose and a metallic taste in my mouth, unsure whether hours or years had passed. An ordinary, boring closet greeted me, filled with dusty clothes that bore no witness to the feverish madness that had possessed me. I stayed in the